good afternoon, good evening. Welcome. Who do we have here today? It's my friend Leanne. Hey, Brooke. Nice to see you too. How you guys doing? Thanks for the heart, Leanne. Hello, welcome. Happy Wednesday. It's a little too early for me to say if you're in the future, happy Thursday. I don't think our friends down under are even awake yet. Ah, nice to be here. I am really tired, but I'm also excited about what we're doing today. Hmm. How are you two? Or three now? Hmm. You have sunshine? Oh, I love that for you. We have rain. Oh yeah, California. And Seattle. Oh, West Coasters. Yay. I used to live in California and my cousin lives in Seattle. I have connections to those places. I forgot to check in with my guides really briefly. I'm going to do that while people slowly come in. One moment. Excellent. You're originally from Cali, Brooke? That's cool. West Coast, yay. I'm a West Coast boy at heart after 15 years there. I spent about 9 or 10 years in San Francisco area. And then I'd have to do the math, but about 5 or 6 years in the Los Angeles area. Hello, welcome. Hi, Lori. Who else is here? Family is all East Coast. Yeah, I grew up here in Rochester, New York. It's been weird to be back here for 12 years, and I am ready to go somewhere else. It's a lovely city, but having grown up here and feeling like I've already used up all the energy in the area from back in the day, um, I've been here simply to grow spiritually so that I would be ready for my current expansion for the next phase of my life. Yeah. It is happening. Hello. You've never ever been to the East Coast. There's lots of lovely places. You know, there's a mountain on an island on the coast of Maine that is the very first piece of land where the sunrise touches the United States. And I once went up there and watched the sunrise. It was pretty cool. Yeah, lots of lovely places. A lot of older places than California, though. Hello, welcome to the live today. I'm really tired, so I'm starting off super chill. I know you guys are okay with that. It has been a busy couple days and a busy morning. How's everybody? How's everybody feeling? What's going on? What's not going on? Hello, Sovereign. Good to see you. Peace and blessings. There's another East Coaster. Yeah, wonderful. Hey, Gary. How's your heart, buddy? Hugs to you. Gary lost a dear friend on Sunday. It was Sunday, right? Or was it Friday, Gary? Hmm. You're doing all right. You're here. That's great. It's nice to have you. Who else do we have? I see our friend Tatiana. Hi, Tatiana. Who else is here? Hi, Jenny from Sweden. Welcome. Hello, beautiful soul, Tatiana. Thanks for your reviews, Tatiana. They're so sweet. I love them. Oh, you know what? I feel like we maybe like, you know how in kindergarten, oh, there goes my video again. You know how in kindergarten they'd like have nap time halfway through the session, I feel I feel like I want to have nap time with you guys. But we're going to do a lovely journey today that I think is going to I'm hoping everybody gets a really nice benefit. Yeah, you feel like that too. I'm just it's been a busy month and I'm ready to have some relaxed time the rest of the day. But I'm also really excited about everything happening. Today we're going to go on a journey. It's going to be a little different than our normal journeys. A lot of times the normal process here is, I check the energy, as you guys know, and then a message comes through, and then we either get a download or we go on a journey. But today, as is often the case with me, when I experience something in life and the twists and turns of it and gain an insight that I find powerful, I love sharing it with you guys. And I had, what kind of session is, I had I guess you call it a guidance session with one of my dear teacher friends here on Insight Timer. It was a private, and I'd been looking forward to it for quite a while, and I was finally ready for it. And I had that on Sunday night with her, and I'll be damned if it wasn't just absolutely mind-boggling and amazingly cool. And I got some really clear messages, and I'm going to use one of those today as the basis for the journey that we go on, because it just really it meant a lot to me. I've heard it before, but you know how like when you hear something and it kind of doesn't register, or maybe it registers mentally, right? But you kind of don't quite feel it. It doesn't quite like you recognize it with your mind, like, oh, that's a cool idea. I like how that sounds, whatever. But you're not necessarily getting the goosebumps and the truth vibes and all that, right? And then eventually, as you hear it more and more, it kind of like sinks in, right? So then sinks into your heart, and then you start to really embody it and begin to really feel like the significance of the concept. Hello, Jenny. Yeah, and so a couple really powerful concepts came through on the session on Sunday night, and one of them just sort of really just sunk in, and that's what I'm gonna base the journey on today for all of us. Hey, Jenny, how are you? Is this anyone's first time? Raise your hand in chat, say hi, and tell us where you're from, how you're feeling. If you're shy, you don't have to raise your hand, but we love saying hello to new friends we haven't met yet, or friends we already know who haven't been here before. Welcome, anyways. So Tatiana's feeling tired. We've got sunshine and trying for sunshine out west. How's everybody else? Gary's all right, which is good. We'll keep doing a little check-in until we get a few more folks drop in. Oh, and while I am at it, anyone who is a Wednesday regular for my lives, starting next week, they're going to be at 4 Eastern going forward. So I'm going to do all of my lives going forward are going to be 4 p.m. Eastern, no matter what day. If I have a different time, that will be an additional live that day. I might actually start trying to do some in the morning as well, but I haven't figured out that time yet. But in terms of my afternoon lives, 4 p.m. Wednesday, 4 p.m. Friday. Oh, let's see. Spirit and Soul Sundays, when I do them, I'm not going to do them every Sunday, but when I do them, they'll be 4 p.m. So, and there's a good chance I'm going to do a live this coming Saturday at 4 as well. Mm. just wait a few more minutes while some folks come in. Or maybe we'll just start with our beautiful group of 20. I like that number. Hey, Jonna. Or is it Jonna? Yeah, I think so. Welcome to you. All right. Quick poll. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being I feel absolutely awesome, and 1 being I'm really, really not feeling good at all, and 5 being I'm in the middle, I'm kind of neutral on everything. Where are you today? Type it in chat. I'm about a 7. Leanne's a 7. Tatiana's a 7. Brooks is 7. John is a 6. I'm a 7. Jenny's a 9. And just really, if you're having trouble picking a number, my friends, just close your eyes and drop into your heart and just be completely honest with yourself and know that there is no judgment around this. This is not an exercise of trying to criticize ourselves or anything else. It's just getting in touch with like how we're feeling in the moment right now. Diana is an 11. I love that, thinking outside the box. I guess technically somebody could be a 0 or negative numbers too. Did I say your name right? Diana? 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 Maybe it's Diana. All right, my friends. If you're new, welcome. My name is Greg Phillips. I usually don't introduce myself right away. I'm coming to you from Rochester, New York, and I am what I call a heart wisdom warrior. I have been on the path of the heart for many, many years, and I love the notion of being a warrior about it because not as much of a fighter, but a warrior, because I believe that walking the path of the heart and living from the heart first takes a lot of courage, a lot of perseverance, a lot of practice, and a lot of just showing up and continuing to, continuing to hone one's skill and one's growth around that. True warriors, and just like fine swords, are tempered in the challenges of life. And so the other thing that I am is a sacred energy guide. And what we do here, if you're new, we basically tap into our beautiful sacred energy and we look for guidance. Now, my particular gift is that I can read energy when I tap into people's chakras. But I'm also really good at going on little shamanic journeys with everybody's energy. So that's what we're going to do today. Hello, Sherry. Good to see you. Yes, it's been a smidge, hasn't it? So today, we are going to go on a journey. Should I tell you guys what the theme is first, or do you want to be surprised? You'll be surprised, or do you want to know what the theme is? Oh, we're going to go with the surprise. My guide said surprise you. Okay, sorry. We're going to surprise you. Yeah, surprise. Hi, Melinda. Oh, first time. Yes, wonderful. Great. So think of this as sort of, I used to do individual readings for everybody, but honestly, I was only able to do maybe 3 to 5 people in an hour and a half. And I always kind of felt like I know people got residual benefit because a lot of times we're needing to hear the same messages from source or from our own inner wisdom in our hearts. But I really wanted to do something that everybody I've always tried to include everybody, but I wanted to do something that was for everybody. So just in the last 2 weeks, I've switched my format to do group-wide stuff. And a lot of the times we're doing journeys, and sometimes it's just a group-wide reading. So you're welcome, welcome, Melinda, and I hope that you enjoy it. Surprise. Yep. Hello, Nancy. Good to see you. You're just in time because we're just getting started. What else do I want to say? Nothing right now. All right, let's settle in. I'm really looking forward to seeing what comes from this journey today. This idea came to me while sitting in the waiting room for my physical at the doctor's office. Yeah. All righty, so take a moment to just become present right here and right now. Lay your left hand on your chest, right on that heart chakra, and the right hand over it. Relax your arms, close your eyes. Just let your breathing be whatever way you're wanting to breathe. Feel the warmth of your hands lovingly and tenderly pressing on the center of your heart. And then remove them from your front and begin to tap your chest with whatever hand feels comfortable, gently tapping it while you breathe. And repeat after me. Heart, teach my mind. Heart, teach my mind. Heart, teach my mind. And if your mind feels particularly busy, or you're feeling distracted or anxious, scared or worried today, just keep tapping your chest lightly and repeat that phrase, heart, teach my mind, either out loud or in your mind. Just allow yourself to sink in and open your heart to the beautiful wisdom that comes from inside you. Each breath, do your best to drop ever more deeply into your heart space, opening bit by bit to the wisdom of love, to the wisdom of source and spirit. That's all, Nancy, today. Hi, Carolina. Welcome. My friends, as you begin to drop into your heart further and further, picture a beautiful hill. Grass is green. The flowers are vibrant and growing from the rains of spring. It's not raining on the hill, but they are looking beautiful. You're standing on top of this hill, looking out at the horizon all around you. So much beautiful life. So many beautiful colors. And there's a few puffs of clouds in the sky. And from this vantage on the hill, as you look out all around you, you get the beauty and the joy of seeing the shadows from the clouds and watching as they move across the land. And you look around at your feet and you're looking for a chair or a cushion or a shape in the earth that just looks incredibly inviting to sit down on. And when you find this chair or cushion or part of earth, just rest your body down into it very nice and slowly. Ease your way down and settle in. Cross your legs if you want, if you're sitting near the ground or on the ground, if you're in a chair. Just make sure you're sitting as comfortably as you can imagine. Begin to feel into the hill beneath you. This particular portion of the planet has been here for many, many years. Just like us in our lives, it's seen comings and goings of other people. It's seen the comings and goings of critters, plants, flora, and fauna. It's been beaten down by weather and it's been bolstered by sunshine. And it has withstood the test of time. We don't know how old this hill truly is, but we can feel its strength. We can feel its depth of experience. And we can feel how much it loves everything it's ever experienced, everything it's ever been through. And it wishes to share that love with you today. It's offering its solidness, its very structure and the shape in its shape right now, the support of the stones and rocks and roots that help make up and hold this hill. Sure, it's eroded a bit over the years, but it has kept its shape. Life and weather and the elements have not flattened this hill, for it is solid and it offers you the same kind of support. And just feel the stability, the confidence, the support and safety emanating up from this hill right into the lower part of your body. It's as though beautiful, loving hands are reaching up and holding you steady. And you feel safe and secure and deeply loved. If you feel called to, place your hands on your belly, just under the belly button. Keep your arms relaxed and comfortable and your hands soft. And just bask in this sense of support and safety and security that the hill is offering up to you. If you're tired, like me and Tatiana, or if you've had a weary couple days emotionally, or if you've got big questions on your mind, just allow all that to slip away and drop deeply into feeling the support of the hill, giving it thanks, sharing a little love or gratitude with it. And as you meditate on this beautiful hill, the weather begins to shift around you. Clouds begin to fill the sky. The wind picks up around you. Clouds darken and raindrops begin to fall. The wind begins to blow harder and the rain increases in density and intensity. You can hear the thunder in the distance as the roughest part of the storm slowly approaches. With each rumble of thunder, you can feel the ground rolling beneath you. And as if in a dream, you hear the hill reaching out to you saying, I got you. You're safe. You're sturdy. I can take it. I will hold you. The thunder rolls in louder and lightning begins to pierce the sky. The wind is now battering your body and the rain is soaking your clothes. It's a thick, heavy storm. You can feel the wind circling around you, howling as it runs and plays. You can hear the clouds laughing every roll of thunder. And you can see the raindrops shining in their wet, cold glory every time the lightning strikes through the sky. It's beginning to feel difficult to sit still. And the hill is shaking every time the thunder rolls. My friends, allow the elements of the storm and the different visual or auditory or sensing effects, allow them to represent something you're curious about, something you're worried about or anxious or fearful, something that you are wanting guidance around. And let the elements, let the storm embody this question. Maybe it's thoughts that weigh you down throughout the day or every once in a while. Maybe it's questions of insecurity, questions about the unknown, how life is unfolding for you. Maybe it's fear about a loved one or worry about your health or someone else's. Don't take it on as the person sitting on the hill, but sense them in the storm, sense them flying around in the wind, sense them every time the lightning strikes or the thunder rolls. The hill continues to hold you steady. The hill continues to hold you steady as the storm rages around you, and you can feel that sense of uncertainty. What will the storm do? Am I in trouble? Am I in danger here? And although the wind is not necessarily touching you, you feel as though it is circling faster and faster around the top of the hill, picking up the rain. The lightning feels like it's very close, and the thunder feels like it is right over your head. And the hill whispers to you, reach deep inside, my friend. Reach deep inside, for your spirit is indestructible. Your spirit cannot be broken. It cannot be damaged. It is always and forever, in all moments of time, 100% whole. Not even death can break your spirit. When you are trying something in life and you feel as though you have failed, there really is no failure. There is no loss, because everything is energy and gets transmuted either into a lesson or to some other experience down the road. And all of this supports the indelible, indestructible nature of your spirit. And just reach deep inside, my friends. Lean on the hill for support. Ask your guides and the divine to show you this indestructible nature of your spirit, and watch and feel as it grows inside you. At first, it might just feel like a flicker or a small little whim of sensing, but you can feel it in your heart. With every heartbeat, you feel stronger, and you feel it in your belly, a deep sense of power and strength gifted to you by the divine, living in you as spirit. And you can hear the storm getting tighter around you, but this feeling of being indestructible, of not being damageable, continues to grow. And it's almost like the storm is hard to hear. You can feel the wind, you can feel the rain. With your eyes closed, you see every flash of lightning. But this seed of indestructibility continues to grow in your belly and in your heart. And if it helps, say to yourself, either out loud or in your mind, there is no loss, there is no failure. I cannot be hurt or damaged in my spirit. My spirit is indestructible. My spirit is indestructible. And feel as though the sun is shining in your solar plexus, right there in your belly, shining so bright. The storm is raging around you, and yet you are secure and you are safe, and your indestructible, bright, shining spirit is coming forth. It is filling your body. For now, it's staying contained in your body, but the intensity continues to notch up as the intensity of the storm increases. You can feel the chaos swirling around you, but it is not touching you. It is not hurting you. It's just there. It's just another experience. It's just like the hill's years of weathering this kind of element and this kind of barrage. You are weathering it as well. And as the feeling of the sun inside you notches up to a 9 and then a 10, you feel like you cannot hold it in your body anymore. And while you're sitting on this hill amidst this raging storm, you throw your arms wide open and your head straight up, and you just yell. And you watch as the sun bursts forth from you. You suddenly open your eyes and you watch as your spirit, your shining spirit, completely dissolves the storm as your spirit rushes out from your body. The storm just dissolves and dissipates in the face of your power and your indestructibility. You feel as though the hill is smiling up at you, and the real sun is shining down on you as you shine on the top of the hill. And all the beautiful critters, the birds, all sorts of animals, you see that they've come up and formed a ring around you near the top of the hill. Every single possible animal of the forest, maybe even some from your home if you are a pet lover, maybe some who have gone on ahead of you. And they're very peaceful and very loving, and they're sitting and waiting. And then directly in front of you, one single animal steps forward from the circle and very playfully and very lovingly jumps in your lap. And it tilts its head up and cranes its neck in your direction as though it wants to whisper in your ear. Just turn your head and tilt your ear towards whatever animal this is. I have a message for you, it says. And listen with your heart, with your mind, with your very being. Listen for the message it has for you. And you'll know when this beautiful animal is done sharing the message with you because they'll either curl up in a ball or a little spiral on your lap, or they'll jump down and go back into the circle, but you'll know. And when they're done, just close your eyes again and feel into that message. Feel the beautiful residual sense of power and strength from your shining spirit having burst forth. And you hear in your mind as if the hill and all the animals in the circle around you are whispering in your mind, now you know. Now you know how we've done it all these years. Now you know why we never falter. And as the sun begins to set, place your hands on your heart, right on your heart chakra, and just create a space there inside you in your very heart of hearts where you can tuck away this experience and cherish it for all time. Or maybe tuck it away so that you can call on it and remember it down the road when something really does seem difficult, or challenging, or scary, or worrisome. And as the stars begin to fill the sky above you, I ask the divine spirit, source, God, the universe, for an invocation of remembrance. Please give us signs, people, places, or things, any means of remembering that we are indestructible spirits at our very core. That no matter how difficult things get, no matter how much we try and think we fail, nothing and no one can ever break our spirit. Slowly get up from the top where you're sitting at the top of the hill and bow in great honor and reverence for the hill, to the animals, and thanks and gratitude for the storm and the sun. Begin to slowly return to the here and the now. Stretch your arms, wiggle your shoulders, shake your hands out if you need to. Stretch your neck. Mm. Mm. And slowly come back to the here and the now. Become aware of the chair you're in, or the ground you're standing on, or whatever you're laying down on. Slowly open your eyes. Hi, welcome back. Welcome to anyone who joined while we were in the middle of that journey. I hope you got to get a piece of it. Hmm. How was that? How are you feeling? Hmm. Thanks, Carolina. Oh, hi, Ashley. Welcome. Thanks, Leanne. Hmm. Does anyone want to share about their experience, even if it was challenging? Or what the message was from the little critter that climbed up on your lap? Tatiana, feeling wonderful. I dozed off and had a sweet short nap. Well, I guess your body needed it, my friend. Had a few tears, but overcame them. Interesting, Leanne. Overcame the tears. Very interesting phrasing. Ashley said a few things have brewed up, but resistance not allowing me to push through. Frustrating, but thank you for the safe space. Very soothing. Ashley, just stay the course, my friend. Ground into the earth or the divine, whichever one feels the most supportive at the moment. Leanne, what were the tears about? If you feel like sharing. Oh. So this notion of an indestructible spirit I got from a friend of mine, the one who helped me Sunday night with a guidance session that she was offering. And I went on a journey in that session, walking along a path. Oh, Leanne, felt alone, but then listened to you that I wasn't alone. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Good, Leanne. I love that. Tatiana says, my long deceased kitty, Dinky Doodle, had a sweet message for me that I am loved and so loved. Thank you, Dinky Doodle. That's an amazing message. Nancy says, that was nice, Greg. Woke up extra achy today, but was relaxing. My mill is visiting and mother-in-law. Oh, sorry. Not used to seeing it as an acronym. And doesn't meditate or do this work. She dozed off. I guess she's very tired. Maybe she felt the cooling, soothing vibes. Maybe. I don't know. She's 89. Yeah. Hmm. I hope so too. Keep sharing if you feel called to, my friends. There is no requirement, but I do love to see how your experience was. Dinky Doodle, a sweet kitty. I love that. So my friend took me on a journey as well, and very quickly at the beginning of the journey, she asked for me to visualize what was I was most fearful of in that moment coming up in front of me on the path, and a huge stone wall appeared out of nowhere. And as we worked into it, or as we looked at it, I ended up remembering a past life remembrance that I had many, many years ago, like 20 years ago. And it was a past life where I was an accomplished soldier, like a lieutenant or a captain or something. And these bandits had captured my beloved and were keeping her hostage in a church at the top of a hill. And in the past life remembrance, I fought my way through all of them. There were dozens of them. But by the time I got to the church, there were still a handful of them left, and I was too tired. I just they were able to overpower me because I was just so weary from fighting my way up the hill for a long time. And they dragged me into the church, and they blinded me with fire, which is where I think this birthmark comes from. So they basically seared my eyes shut. And sorry if this can be a little graphic, but then they tortured and murdered my beloved, and forced me to listen, and then they killed me. And so in this session that I had on Sunday night, this came up, and I was crying my eyes out. You guys have seen me cry before, but I was bawling, right? And I just felt like I had failed, and I'd never tapped into the feeling of having failed from that memory before. And my friend brought me up into up out of the body, looking down at the scene, and let my spirit join my guides up above. And they began to talk to me. And through the process of that, they were telling me how important it was that I had had that experience. And they said that I needed to be forged in the fire of that difficulty so that I would truly understand other people's pain and other people's loss, right? And then I said, well, why have I still had such a difficult life up to this moment? Like, why have I had so many challenges in this current life? And they said, because you're being forged and tempered to be stronger and more durable and more compassionate, and to have walked the path so that others, so that you can help others and be of service. And I was like so blown away. And then I realized I may not have been able to save my beloved in that memory, but they never broke my spirit. I never gave up. I fought my way up to that hill. They had to overpower me to stop me. And that's when I suddenly realized that when we have that sense of spirit in us, and spirit which is truly indestructible, as my friend was telling me, our spirit can't be destroyed. It's energy, it's love. It goes back and melds with the great all that is after we die. So it is never ever gone. Nobody can actually destroy it. We can get discouraged, we can get disappointed, we can hurt ourselves mentally, emotionally, whatever, but nobody can really destroy. Nothing can destroy our soul. And that's when I realized that I hadn't failed because I didn't give up. And it was so, so powerful that I just feel like everything I have ever been through in my life has been there building my spirit stronger and stronger than ever. And I wanted to kind of share something like that with you guys today. Nancy said her deceased kitty came to her as well. Very nice. Like the Patriot, burn to the village. Yeah, sort of like that. Yeah. Tatiana, wow, what a traumatic past life memory. Yeah. Yeah, but also really cool. When I first had that past life memory, I was actually in the church in the south of France where it occurred, and I was with a woman that I was having an affair with, a French woman, when I was traveling through Europe, and she was the beloved in the past life, which was really interesting. And then the other cool thing that my friend said is, yes, human wise, you guys both got murdered, but you went up, and your spirits wise, you were together again. And I was like, oh wow. So right, so I actually did get to meet up with him. I maybe didn't save her, but we were still together, in death, which was actually a kind of a sweet start. Spirit is strong and indestructible. Your spirit, Tatiana, all of our spirits are strong and indestructible. And I know it's really hard to feel that way, but hopefully this little journey, this guided journey, gave you like a feel for that. In my experience, which is really all that I have, and where I teach from, and I know I've I've got lots of morsels from other people over the years, but really my experience is what guides me, because life is truly my teacher. But in my experience, when I can say yes to shining, basically to letting my light shine, whatever I think my purpose might be, even though I may not know what my calling is, but to just be completely me, right? What is the God, there's a phrase, isn't there? I can't think of it. Not inexcusable, inexplicable. I don't know. Something just about being yourself without any excuses. Do you know what I mean? Being yourself without any excuses, right? Like, no need to justify, no need to explain, no need to make excuses. Like, there's a strength in that that it like toughens our spiritual skin in a way so that what other people think or say or do ends up having no effect on us, right? And of course, there's moments in time, right, where we feel affected by those things. But what we're looking to remember is this sense of indestructibleness or indomitableness or shining, being ourselves without any excuses. Unapologetic. Thank you, Carolina. Unapologetic. And Sherry, yes, thank you. Unapologetic. Unapologetic. And I'm not talking about being a dick, excuse my language. I'm not talking about being mean and like, but just, oh, look at this. Oh my God, the definition of unapologetic: not acknowledging or expressing regret. No regrets. Thank you, Carolina. Oh, yes. Be unapologetically you, Tatiana says. Yep. No regrets. Wow. That brings me back to something that I heard a couple months ago. And this isn't 100% true, but I like the general concept of it. But I heard somebody say, fear is temporary, regret is forever. Now, if we're trying to live unapologetically, then yeah, no such thing as regret, right? And and while we may not live with regret, right, when we experience moments, well, when we experience rememberings of things that were traumatic or difficult or challenging, right, a regret might come up. Not that we sit with it and let it and live from it. Some people do live with their regrets their whole life. I mean, my mama lived with a very major regret until the couple days before she died. I think I told you guys this story. It was 3 days before she passed in hospice, and I was staying with her. This was 12 years ago, 12 years and 4 months. And I was holding her hand, and she wasn't doing too well. She was actively dying at that, which is what they call from medically actively dying. And she looked up at me and she looked just really happy that I was there, but she also looked really sad, kind of forlorn. And she said, Greg, I'm so sorry that I ruined the family. Because when I was many, many years ago, over 30 years ago, my mom stood up for herself, walked out on my dad, separated from him, and then eventually divorced. And then at that moment, 3 days before she died, holding her hand, I realized, oh my God, she's felt guilt and shame and regret over this for her whole life. And she was 76. And I looked at her and I said, Mama, you took care of you. We're better family now because of that. We're happier with each other. We have relationships with you and dad. We have relationships with the three kids, have a great relationship. You did the right thing by taking care of you, by doing what was highest and best for you. You were doing what was highest and best for every one of us. And she just looked at me, and I can remember it now. It actually makes me sad how I hope that I was able to relieve that mental pressure, right? Because she never let that go, right? And I'm hoping that she died, really having heard what I had to say. Ooh, feeling a little bit there. Wow. Jenny says we said that around telling Gavin when his dad was about to die. Yeah, absolutely. Tatiana says my motto for a long while has been no regrets. Oh, thanks, Leanne. Great son and the person. I appreciate that. I love you guys. Uh, let's see. Is anything else relevant? Anyone else want to share about the journey they went on or the message they got? I love hearing them. You don't have to. While we're waiting for that, thank you so much for being here. I really love doing these lives and hosting this space of love and hopefully safety and peacefulness for all of you. If you are feeling so inclined, please, I invite you to follow me. Just go to my Insight Timer profile. You are also more than welcome to join our beautiful little group called Circle of Love. In order to find that, you go to my teacher profile, the home tab, you scroll all the way down, and it's right there. It's surrounded by purple hearts, the name, because I love purple hearts. I also, let's see, what else? If you want to connect with me outside of Insight Timer, I mean, if you want to connect with me in Insight Timer, keep coming to lives, or you can direct message me in the app if you want. But if you want to connect outside of Insight Timer, my link is in the About tab of my teacher profile. And I've got all my socials there. If you are feeling like you would love to have me for an hour all to yourself in order to dig down on anything, if you're feeling particularly challenged, if you feel like you're ready to make a breakthrough and you just need some real loving support and guidance, I'm your man. I'm happy to be there for you. We can spend a whole hour working on it. And I welcome those as well. My calendar for booking privates is there on my link as well. And also, for anyone who's new, I record all of my lives and put them up on my YouTube. So the link to that is there as well. So just lots of different ways to connect. I love connecting other people together. I love building this community, and get ready because in May it's going to grow even more. I'm getting ready to do some brand new stuff in May. One of the things is going to be a monthly Zoom retreat, which is going to be really fun. And oh, what's the last thing? Oh, I always forget to do this. Jenny always reminds me. I just thought of that. If anyone is feeling called from their heart to offer an energetic exchange in the form of a donation, you can do so here in the live. You can do so afterwards. If you're on Apple, unfortunately, it still doesn't matter either way. They take 30%. But I do have a link in my profile that under my link tree that has PayPal if you're wanting to use that instead, so Apple doesn't get your money. Otherwise, I just want you to know how much it means to me to have that energetic and financial exchange. It's really helping right now, especially since I need to move. It's going to a lot of important things to get ready for when my friend dies and I have to move out of this house. So blessings and appreciation sent to anyone who is willing to help in that way. Let's see what you guys are saying. Tatiana, I love you, Greg. Thank you for sharing your story and being unapologetically you. Yes, and you too, Tatiana. Joanne, hello. Your guided meditation journey was amazing. My kitty visited too. Miss him. Lost him about a month ago. Oh, interesting. So he came to visit you. He might still be alive, but he came to you in spirit. Yeah, sorry, Joanne. That's cool. What message did he give you, Joanne? I love how so many of you had cats come to visit. Unapologetic. It's interesting how that came up. I'm looking at the definition. See what else you guys are saying. Joanne's kitty said, I'm okay. You're okay. Be still and know. Wow. Yes, you guys do love your kitties. That's amazing. I like cats too, but I don't like owning or taking care of animals. Oh, wow. Another definition for unapologetic. Not accepting fault or blame. Feel that for a moment. Not accepting fault or blame. Wow. Showing no regret. Yeah, I love it too, Carolina. Not accepting fault or blame. Why should we? It's kind of like the no excuses kind of thing. No apologies, no excuses, no regrets. Not accepting fault or blame. Let's see what the root of the word is from phonetic standard. Oh, it's not showing the etymology. Oh well. For another time then. Alrighty. Nancy just adopted another one for your other cat. Oh, good. Being ourselves as we are, Carolina says. Yeah. See how much wisdom is in you guys? You don't need me. We like being together, though. My friends, that was different. That was lovely. I'm still tired, and so I need to self-care. I am going to end this early if oh, hello, Dana, listening on the rainy drive home from work. Yes, it was rainy here too. It's nice to see you as always. Yep, fur babies are hard to lose, but you know what? They're so perfectly connected to the divine. We never have to worry about, well, we never have to worry about our human people that pass along as well. Yeah, I am going to take a nap, Tatiana. Marty doesn't feel well today, so please send your prayers to her. Her legs are swelling. So it was a little bit of a scary morning, and it's been an intense couple days here at the house. But I've made the decision to continue to shine in my light, to unapologetically head forward with my dreams. Oh, the other cool thing that I got from my Sunday night session with my friend was I met my future self, my higher self, future self, and he said to me, stop downgrading your dreams. I'm going to type this up. Stop downgrading your dreams. Greg, sending you positive vibes. Thank you, Leon. Yeah, you're welcome. Stop downgrading your dreams. Does anyone not know what downgrading means? Drop the mic right there. This was the hugest thing I took away from Sunday, right? Because the whole journey she was taking me on, and the she, by the way, is Susan Sage. Lovely. If you don't follow her on Insight Timer, please do. She's like my soul sister. I just love her dearly. And I know a bunch of you know her already. Anyways, so I got to the top. So on this walk that I took, where I bumped into the past life memory, and then when we came back from the past life memory, the wall went away, dissolved, and I was able to walk up the rest of the mountain. The place I picked for the mountain was the island I want to move to in the future here. And my future self, my vastly successful, I mean, I'm successful right now, but he was wealthy, he was accomplished, he's reached hundreds and thousands of people, and he lives there on Tenerife in the Canary Islands, and he was at the top of the mountain. They have a beautiful volcanic mountain there that I want to hike someday. And I got up there, and he had all this information for me, and then he said, stop downgrading your dreams. Now, what does that mean? Because downgrade can be kind of a technical term. So what the downgrade means, I'll give you an example. So let's say you have this dream. Oh, somebody tell me one of your dreams. Give me a dream. It's not thinking, it's not that. It's actually this mental process. Yeah. Dana, I will have a space for you too if you want, dear. We can talk about it. Yeah, you know what? I won't get into the long story, but some of our friends who attend the lives here actually invited me to move there because they're planning on moving there. It's two of our friends from Germany, three of our friends from Germany. They're planning on moving there. And when they heard about Marty being sick with cancer, with stage 4 cancer and the prognosis of death, they reached out to me and they said, "Oh, I hope you're okay." And of course, at the time, the diagnosis that Marty got, we had just heard about it like the day before I did a live. And so that night, I'm typing with my friend who hadn't been able to attend that live. And she said, "How are you? I heard what's going on. I really feel bad for you. Hang in there. If you need anything, let me know." And I was like, "That's so great." And I said, "Well, I'm really scared right now." She's like, "What are you afraid of?" I'm like, "I'm going to have to move and I don't know where I'm going to go." And she goes, "You could come to Tenerife with us." And I'm like, "What? What is that?" She goes, "It's on the Canary Islands." The Canary Islands, there's 7 of them. And she told me each one is associated with a different chakra. Okay. And I'm all about the chakra, not all, but I'm part about the chakras. And she said, Tenerife is the heart chakra, which I'm all about the heart chakra. Anybody who's been a regular here knows that I use that quite frequently in our journeys and in our guidance sessions. Anyways, one thing led to another, and I did a bunch of research and I did astrology around and all sorts of stuff. And I eventually decided that's where I'm going to move. So they invited me because they have this vision. Well, now we have this vision of creating a sanctuary or kind of a retreat center there, and I would love to have it be a sanctuary. People don't sign up for programs, but what they do is they can come there and they come there seeking solace and quiet and nurturing. And like if you've had a horrible divorce or you've lost your parents or you need a sabbatical or you're in the middle of just something and you just need to get away. And we'd have like, restorative healing things, yoga, meditation, nothing you have to sign up for. You just show up for it, great food. And so we're starting to put this vision together, right? So downgrading your dreams. That's a great example. Yeah, I didn't know about those islands until she mentioned it either to me. And there's so much more. I won't. It's not boring probably, but I won't tell the rest of the story right now. But there's so much more. For anyone who knows human design, I'm a projector. Projectors need to be recognized for their gifts and then invited. So like I can't force myself, not force myself, that sounds bad. I'm not a good salesman unless I've been invited, for example. So I can't go out and get and do. That's not my energy type. That's not how I function in life. I study, I learn, I explore, I evaluate, I have fun, I rest, relax, and I wait for somebody to invite me. So here's the friend inviting me to move with them to the islands, and then I did all the research I needed to do and made the decision. Anyways, an example of downgrading your dreams. I'll use me. Sorry, that's the only one I have right now. I want to move to Tenerife. I made the decision to move to Tenerife. I don't know when. I don't know how. I am not there with the business yet. I'm not there with the money yet. I can feel that I will be, but there's so many uncertainties and questions, right? So an example of downgrading that dream would be when I start to think about it and I get scared or nervous, or I start to worry. And instead of focusing on how great the dream of moving to the Canary Islands feels, I start to think, oh, well, maybe I can stay with my sister for a little bit instead. Oh, well, or maybe they'll let me stay here a little longer after Marty dies. Oh, I don't know if I'm going to like that. Oh my God, maybe I don't have anywhere to go. That's downgrading your dreams. It's settling for less than what your heart truly wants. Take that in for a minute. Settling, mentally settling. It's not that you've made the decision, but mentally settling for less than what your heart truly wants. And this is a trick of the mind. Sherry wants country life, greenhouses and crystals and plants and natural foods is my dream. And remember, when I'm talking about dream, I'm not talking about, oh, I wish something was different. I'm wishing, I want a new car because I hate my current car. I'm sorry being a little whiny. I'm being slightly dramatic, exaggerative. I'm talking about when it is just crystal clear, peaceful, when there's that knowing that I want this, right? No angst around it, no fears and no worries, but it's just like this is what I really want. Like this, my life experience has had enough contrast that I've figured out this is where I want to be, right? Growing up in the winter and then moving back in the winter again, of course I want to be on a nice island. Having lived in California, I've combined those experiences and realized that I want to live in a certain type of climate. I want to be surrounded by beautiful water, with sunshine available, and they have a great spiritual community there too. What else are you guys saying? Amazing. Never knew about these islands. Sherry, Tatiana wants that vision too. Sherry's a projector too. Yay. Can't wait. I want it now. Thanks, Dana. No, I'm not downgrading my dreams anymore because my future self told me not to. But I'm just sharing it as an example with you guys. We do this as humans. we begin to sell ourselves short in our mind, right? We forget we're indestructible. We forget that we're spirit. We forget that we're love. We forget that we deserve everything. We don't all want the same things, thank God. That's what makes the planet interesting to live on. But yeah. Right. Tatiana says if you have a clear picture of what you want in your life, you'll get it. But downgrading one's dreams dilutes the picture. It lowers the vibration and the frequency when you think about your dream, and it causes resistance for the manifestation of it. So there's my 2 messages for you today, my friends. Your spirit is indestructible, and don't downgrade your dreams. Maybe I'll find a better way to say it without the don't. Anyone have a question about all that? Or can I close us up? Because I am feeling complete. You're welcome, Tatiana. I love having you guys here. Thank you so much for being here. Let's temporarily close our eyes again. Place your left hand on your heart chakra and your right hand on top of it, arms gentle and relaxed. Turn your mind's eye into your heart space. Acknowledging that the heart can hold many different attributes and characteristics all at the same time. Broken and whole, tender and strong, hurting and happy, open and closed, empty and full, spacious and small. And since the heart itself has this capacity, we do too. And feel the immense gratitude and appreciation for having an indestructible, indomitable spirit. When we connect with our heart wisdom, my friends, we remember that we are love. That love isn't just a feeling, but it is an actual experience of living. That every day we have the choice to live from love. We can hold a door for a person in a wheelchair. We can smile at someone as we pass them by. We can share our heart with the cashier at the grocery store, a hug with a hurting friend. There's really no end to the love that we can embody and the kindness that we can share in the world. Reach your right hand out forward, palm facing ahead of you. And in your mind's eye, imagine placing that on the back of someone's heart here in the group today. Our 80 meditators. And allow to unfold before you the vision of each of us standing in a circle in this way, hand on our heart and a right hand on someone else's back. Beautiful, energetic circle of love. Thank you for being such amazing and wonderful souls and people. Thank you for being my friends, my community, our community. Thank you for showing up every day for your life, no matter how wonderful or wicked or challenging. Because every day that you show up, you inspire me to show up even more. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for being here today and helping make this beautiful live an awesome experience all around. I hope to see you again soon at one of my lives or somebody else's. I do believe I'm going to have one on Saturday. Not 100% sure, but follow me if you want to get notified of that. If you need any help in your life, my friends, please reach out to me. I love helping folks. Stay tuned for more beautiful messages and energetic journeys from me. And I'm going to send you off with a big hug as I go get ready for a nap. So thank you for your support. Doesn't even matter to me what it looks like. Showing up here is support. Following me is support. Donating is support. Smiling at me energetically through the Ethernet here, the internet is support. Just taking care of yourself as well. So much love to all of you. You are most welcome for being here. Do have a good night, and I'll see you on Friday probably. All right, bye. Take care of yourselves.